Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 2. Last time, we came in the cave from the waterfall looking area. This time, we're going to head up here because, of course, anytime there's a wide open area, we have to camp. It's part of the whole process of this game. But it gives us time to go over some more storyline stuff, so that's always cool. It's hard to say. We did a lot of stuff there, and in the end, one negative and a bunch of positives. So as Spock would say, the needs of the many. Well, I wouldn't accept her ways either, because her way is purify everything with fire. Of course, that's all Millennia does too, and Elena. This is true. That's true, she's interpreting the world through a child's eyes. I don't think you did anything wrong. Well, that's a good thing. I believe we just cycle from Ryudo and see what everyone else says. So, in some strange way, even though Millennia was the cause of the big negative there, you know, Ira losing her soul, it's also part of the solution. Yes. And here is an interesting interpretation, and it takes us a while to get it, and we have to interpret it through Merrig's lens. He's both a child and a wise old sage. He's a child when it comes to his understanding of, you know, religion and the world outside of what he's known. But in terms of what he's known, he can apply that to pretty much any situation, and he becomes the old sage. But Millennia, she seems to have just basically come into existence when we first saw her. In many ways, she does act like a child, and it's an interesting dynamic to see that, considering the duality she shares with Elena, who's also been very sheltered. Some sort of dangerous. Well, it did result in saving the rest of the village, so I guess so. Now, I'm not sure what the intention of this line is. I have a feeling this was a joke made about her assets, but I'm not sure. Does it now? Little less giggly. Yeah, that sounds about right. Makes me ill at ease. But at least she didn't say it makes her physically ill, which I think she would have said earlier. Even Elena seems to start to see a little bit of potential in Millennia. So that's true. And that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to this one. It's just a couple of one-off lines from each character. There's not like big chains where you have to talk to person X and then Y in order to talk to person Z and then this other one over here. And, yeah, anyway. Alright, so there's a free heal there. This is where we came from. Now, there are 2 exits out of here. And some money. Money is always good. That's the dead end route. Now there's 2 exits. One of them leads where I want to go. The other one leads forward with the plot. More of these guys. I don't like these guys. Giant crabs. I do have a note on them as far as weaknesses go. I believe they are strong against Earth, which is good because I was going to use Earth against them because I thought they were weak to Earth. So let's not do that. Let's do what we always do when we see something. Roast it with holy fire. Instacast, and I win.
I pray that we
Unfortunately,
shall be safe ahead.
even though the battle system for this game can create a lot of intrigue and a lot of interest, and it's fun to play around with different setups. In the end, it really is easier just to annihilate everything with Burn Flame through the first half of the game, which is kind of sad, but anyway, where's this one lead? To the base. I think, is it this one that I want to go to? I can't recall. I know it's by a waterfall. There we go, waterfall. You don't want to miss this one, because Big Chest, Battle Manicure, which was that +5 to attack. Silver Feather is IP damage, if I remember correctly. I think it boosts, or no, it boosts our IP, I think. And a Godspeed Ring. That I might have to give to somebody. Let's take a look. I won't be giving it to you because I like what you have much more. There it is. 15 to act, which is very, very nice. And which is what I will be giving to you going forward. There we go. Could you stop that? There we go. Yep, probably the best thing we could give her at this point. The more act she has, the better. The faster she goes, the more I slaughter my enemies with Burn Flame, and the easier the battles become. Okay, so we've done that. And now we can head toward the base. Okay, repeat battle there. More money. And even though it looks kind of like a dead end, it is not. Unfortunately, we don't get another secret underneath the waterfall. We got one. I think that's good enough. We'll leave this one in because Elena's so fast and because... Oops. I only got 3 of them. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, there's his warp attack that I mentioned in the last part there. Go. And, oh yeah, I forgot to mention his Ogre Slayer, Ryudo's Ogre Slayer. It does additional damage to humanoids, and the Bigfoot enemies are humanoid-type enemies, so it does more damage against them, too. There's absolutely no reason why you would want to use the Flamberge anymore, really. Okay, so we got a potion. And you want to push this guy down here. Very slowly. And there's a bunch of stuff over here. Is this the way I want to go? I believe, yes. So that's my exit. And one Burn Flame later. Okay, so we can head down here, which I do want to do. Another Burn Flame later, and we get some Mock Boots. Now, if I remember correctly, these are not as good as they sound. I could give them probably to you. Mock Boots, yeah. Supersonic speed. I'm not sure if that actually does anything. I don't think it does. But anyway, we might as well give it to him. I don't think Merrick needs it. He's got 150. Yeah, the other two definitely don't really need it. So we'll give him the Mock Boots for now. My setup changes every time I play through the game. It's not like I have a set idea. The only thing that is pretty consistent is I tend to give them the eggs that they have at this point in the game. Did I do everything over here? Yes, I did, since there's only an exit. Okay. And we already got all that. Let's head on out here. But yeah, pretty much I just kind of wing it. And they started running by themselves. Sorry if there was any reverb in the audio there. I nicked my keyboard tray, which of course my mic is connected to. You're going to go get water. Make your burden later. I'll be able to manage. Then I shall keep you company. Come, let us go. Take care. Now, well, I'll let it play out. I was going to say something, but I'll let it play out. Really? And a thank you, if you remember how rocky their relationship was at the start. I think there are some monsters nearby. You kind of hear them in the background every once in a while. It's kind of annoying. And would you look at that? Even Ryudo's changed. There you go. It's a bit off topic. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to exorcise a demon, but why are you so nice? Yeah, you're completely off topic, kind of, sort of. Must bring them the light. They are not strong, the Dark One will seize upon their weakness. Will he be able to save you? We'll see tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to make it there already. I don't know why we've had to take 2 breaks on this mountain path. I guess, you know, they're trying to give us the idea that, yeah, it's actually taking time to get there, but it's kind of the shortest distance we have between 2 camping spots in the game, I think. Path we followed wrapped upon itself as a many-coiled serpent. Its course at once both circular, that word, and labyrinthine. It's trying to say, we got lost. Now, I always think about it as Merrick choosing to leave because Rowan really didn't need help to go get water, but just to give Ryudo and Elena a moment alone so that they could kind of process, you know, what's happened, and considering it was their journey originally, and the other 2 are really just kind of hanging along because why not? I think Rowan is heading this way, and Merrick, he's just trying to stick around to help us out and cleanse evil, and then after we're done with that, we're going to go after Ryudo's brother, Melphus. We got a little lost. And this is the biggest reason why I believe what I just said about Merrick. This specific line. You have found yourselves. They've kind of come to terms with what's going on, and, you know, they're being a bit more cordial with each other than they had in the past. It would have been fun to watch on the slide. Hey, wait a minute. Were you guys hiding? Our path draws near to the cathedral. Do prayers said long ago by people you never knew still stay around, even if no one remembers them? I don't know. Still trapped by old beliefs that they think are so important. You almost seem sad about that fact. Okay. You and your poetry. I have nothing against poetry, but even I have difficulty understanding what the hell he's saying half the time. Alright, so we got 2 of them, and I believe that's back to where we just were. Ah, there it is. I've noticed something about this game recently. The fact that because it's running on PC, anytime I minimize the window, technically the game still runs. And because it still runs, my time so far is over 17 hours already, when it should be nowhere near that high. But anytime, like earlier today, I recorded the other episode earlier in the day, and then I had to go out and deal with some business and do some shopping, and so I was gone for a couple hours. I came back and it's like, oh, 2 hours had passed and I haven't even played the game, just because I left it minimized on my computer. So anyway, Money! Money is good. Ooh, I want one of those. Okay, let's go in here and power up on Book of Wizards. There you go. Now Ryudo should be able to one-shot the ogres and the Bigfoot enemies with one tremor spell, which is nice. Let's go push this guy. Many of these little functions where you're pushing things or climbing ladders are really, really slow, which is why I cut out that ladder climbing thing in Arya's Soul there a couple episodes back, because it just takes too long. Dragon Slayer Axe. I like weapons. New weapon. Slightly better and effective on reptiles, which is nice because there are reptiles floating around here. I already went up there. What am I doing? I am drunk. Let's get a potion, which I won't be using. Oh, fine. We'll leave this in here. Why not? I win. As you can tell by my HP, MP, SP levels, I don't really use much. And I don't get hit very much either. Okay. Now we're at the base. We're closing in on the end of this area. And there's another waterfall area, because why not? Those guys suck, and they surround you very, very easily. There's that one. I believe this is literally just a lookout point. Now, I'm sure back in 2000 when this was released, that's slightly impressive, but 2016... Okay, let's move on. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that that particular scene didn't hold up well. That shows you a treasure chest that we already saw before and picked up. There we go. More enemies. Okay, I won't leave all of those fights in, even though they're really, really fast and really easy, but it depends on who goes first. If Elena's going to go right away, there's another damage trap. And another one. Avoided the last one there. And after more easy fights, we get some money, and I think we're pretty close to the end. I'll take care of all these guys. Okay, I think there's only those two enemies left. I'm not entirely sure why this is here. It looks like there's steps up to the Papal State that we're heading to, just because it looks like many of the other ones that are like that later, but we can't do anything with it. And this takes us to the world map. But actually, I will go to the world map. Why not? Now, I think as soon as we enter the city, or at least when we try and go to save in the city, we're forced into a cutscene. So let's go to the city. Why not? I don't think the opening cutscene is particularly long, so. We finally made it. Cute. I'm doing work for the church. Not quite yet. Yeah. So, the mighty warriors come to the end of their lengthy, needlessly complicated journey. You did good, kid. What will you and the others do now? I have no idea where he might be. I would like to stay too. But I'm also interested in the stories told by the Church of Grannis, so I'd like to stay a while. Stay a while and listen. You want to be neat, so she wants a shower. I don't blame her. Yeah. Now, I believe when we go into the inn, I think we're forced into a cutscene. So what I'll do off screen is I'll go and save in the in wherever it is, but that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time we will go and talk to a whole bunch of people in the city there and buy some new equipment because there's some really nice stuff there. And yeah, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.